Hey everyone, Reese here from Finder.com. Today we're exploring how debt relief works. Now, you'll find a wide range of products that fall under debt relief, but most often it's used to mean debt settlement or negotiating down your debts. Debt relief companies typically offer services designed to help you get out of debt. Debt settlement is the most common service offered, but it's far from the only debt relief you can get. The most common types of debt relief are credit counseling, a service often offered by nonprofit agencies. It's typically a series of one-on-one sessions, courses, and workshops that help you nail down a budget, improve your credit score, and build healthier spending habits. You can make sure your credit counselor is government approved by visiting the Department of Justice's website, which we'll link in the description. Another type of debt relief is debt management. With this, you allow a credit counseling agency to negotiate down your interest rates or monthly payments. These plans typically take 3 to 5 years, and you pay the agency, which pays the creditors on your behalf, through the whole process. Debt consolidation is also usually on offer. This involves taking out a loan or balance transfer credit card to pay off your current balances and gather them under one account. Typically, debt consolidation only makes sense if you're not yet behind on payments, since it can be hard to qualify for a debt consolidation loan if your credit has already taken a hit. And lastly, debt settlement, which involves a specialist negotiating down the amounts you owe. Typically, you pay into an account set up by the debt relief company, and they use those funds to pay off the negotiated down debts. Whether you're eligible for debt relief or not will depend on the program. Credit counselors don't typically have requirements. In fact, there are credit counseling options for people of all walks of life, including families, small business owners, recent graduates, and those who have just stalled when it comes to paying down their debts. This includes both credit counseling and debt management services. For debt consolidation, you'll need to meet the minimum credit requirements for the product you want to apply for. Typically, this means a fair credit score of 580 or higher for a balance transfer credit card, or a credit score of 670 or higher for a debt consolidation loan. And qualification with a debt relief company generally hinges on meeting a minimum debt amount, typically $5,000 or more, and having only unsecured debts. That means car loans, mortgages, and other debts secured with collateral aren't eligible. When you delve down into costs, each option changes based on how much debt you have and where you live. For credit counselors, you'll usually find the costs to be relatively low. Nonprofits sometimes charge a fee, but it's generally not going to be more than $100 to set up. Check around though. You may be able to get in with a certified counselor for free. Debt consolidation costs depend on the lender you apply with. Balance transfer credit cards may come with annual fees and balance transfer fees, which can add $100 or more to your balance. On the other hand, debt consolidation loans can come with origination fees, usually between 1 and 5% of the loan amount. Debt relief companies typically charge a flat percentage of the debt enrolled or settled. This can be anywhere from 10 to 30% or more, so be sure the cost of the program is worth the relief provided. Also, you shouldn't be charged any fees until at least one of your accounts is settled. If a debt relief company is demanding a large fee up front, it's likely a scam. Also keep in mind that only 10% of people who enroll in debt settlement programs actually complete them. And with many programs, it's difficult to continue paying your creditors while also putting money toward your debt settlement escrow account, which puts you at risk of being sued by your creditors. Applying for one of these services or products can be the first step toward paying down your debt. To find a legit credit counselor, check with the Department of Justice's list of approved credit counselors that we mentioned earlier. Again, the link is in the description. From there, go to its website and either call or email to set up an appointment. Typically, your first appointment will be between a half hour and an hour to go over your finances in full. For debt consolidation, you'll first need to find a debt consolidation loan or balance transfer credit card that works for your finances. You can then apply online through the provider's website or at your local bank if there's a nearby branch. And if you'd like to go with a debt relief company, you can generally also apply online. You'll usually need to submit a form with some basic information about you and your debt. From there, you'll schedule a meeting to talk through your options. To find out more about debt relief, check out our guides on Finder.com. We'll include a link in the description along with ones to our top picks for balance transfer credit cards, debt consolidation loans, and debt relief companies. You'll find even more tips and guides on Finder.com to help you get out of debt and stay out. Hit subscribe to see even more video content when it goes up, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And hey, thanks for watching!